Once you have items assigned to your event, you can begin to configure the items for sale at auction. In this video we will learn how to configure both live and silent auction items for your event. Let's start with the easiest items to configure for auction. Those items are live auction items. Log into Tradewinds and go into the event details for your auction. Click on the Auction Items tab. Live auction items are designated as live under the auction header. For this portion of the video, we will be configuring the oak rocking chair. Note, if an item is planked under the auction header, click into that item record and assign the item to be either a live or silent auction item. When you have set the auction type, click the Close button and return to the auction item list. Click on the rocking chair record. A window will appear with the specific details about the item. In the first section of the window, the following information will be displayed. Name of the item. Item number. We will be discussing how Tradewinds assigns item number later in this video. Inventory number, also known as the atomic inventory number. Short description. Item type. This will be set to single as the chair is a single item. Item type. This is a live item as we will be auctioning the rocking chair in the live auction of our event. Category. From the pull-down menu, we have selected Household. In the next section, we see a picture of the rocking chair and a field we can enter a details description the auctioneer can use to highlight the item when at auction. To the right, under the Valuation tab, we see the item's assigned value. There is also a checkbox that can be checked if the item is subject to local sales tax. If the box is checked, then the sales tax rate that was assigned when the initial setup was completed at the organization level. The tax rate can be adjusted if necessary by clicking in the field and setting a sales tax rate for this specific item. Under the Bidding Starts at area, we see a field with a markup percentage that again was established when configuring Tradewinds. This markup percentage calculates a suggested opening bid amount based on the value of the item and the set markup percent. Again, this percentage can be adjusted specifically for this item. Simply, click into the field and set a new markup percent. Tradewinds will calculate a new suggested opening bid amount. Under the Donated By tab, we see who the benefactor is, and a logo for the benefactor. Click the Close button when the configuration is complete. You will be taken back to the auction item list where you can select the next item to configure. Configuring silent auction items requires a few more steps than a live auction item, but Tradewinds is designed to make this process as easy as possible. For our first silent auction item, let's select the configuration of the bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. Again, click on the item to bring up the detail window. In the first section we see the following information. The name of the item. Item number. Inventory number. Short description. Item type. This example shows an item type of quantity, which means when the item was received from the benefactor, there was a quantity greater than 1. For this example we are auctioning a quantity of 1 out of an original quantity of many such as a case. Auction type is set to silent. And lastly, category. In the next section we have a picture of the wine and a detailed description. In the section under the tab labeled Valuation, we see the value of the item and the sales tax checkbox. Continuing on with the configuration of the bottle of wine, under the bid starting at section, we see the opening bid markup percentage is set to 85%. This percentage set at the organization configuration level and at the event detail level. Tradewinds uses the value of the item and the opening bid markup to calculate the open bid amount. In this case the opening bid amount is $85. Moving on, the incremental bid amount is set at 5%, that means the bid sheet will display calculated bid amounts based on the opening bid amount and the set bid increment. This gives your guests the opportunity to sign their name to a pre-calculated bid amount. If this is not a feature you would like to see on your bid sheets, click the checkbox and the bid increments will not be displayed on the bid sheet. In the last section of this window, the Buy It Now feature can be configured on the bid sheet in one of two ways. On the bid sheet by default, a Buy Now price is calculated and displayed at the bottom portion of the bid sheet. This means a guest can jump ahead of all the bidders and buy the item at the stated price. In this instance, the Buy It Now price is calculated to be 150% of the value. So the Buy It Now price for this bottle of wine will be $115. The second way to use the Buy It Now feature is if you sell the item at a fixed price with no open bid and no bid increments. Basically, the first person to sign for the item wins the item. To display the single Buy Now price on the bid sheet, uncheck the opening bid amount checkbox and uncheck the bid increment checkbox. If you elect not to have a Buy It Now price displayed on the bid sheet, uncheck the Buy It Now checkbox. To save, click the Close button. As you add and configure auction items, you have the option to assign auction numbers to your items. To assign a temporary auction number, click the blue test in the lower left corner of the Auction Items tab. By clicking the text, an auction number will be assigned to the item according to its designation as being a live or silent auction item. Note, all auction numbers are assigned from the numbers pre-set in the configuration portion of your organization setting as well as the item numbers set in the event details section. These numbers are temporary numbers until the item number button is clicked by the administrator. Once the administrator for your event locks the auction numbers, they will not change. Any new items assigned will receive the next available auction number according to its designation. That brings us to the end of this video. We have learned how to configure items designated as live auction items, and we have explored how to configure items for auction that are designated as a silent auction item. In our next video, we will go into more detail how to configure silent auction item bid sheets and how to preview the bid sheets prior to printing them. We will also explore how to print an individual bid sheet as well as all the bid sheets all at once. If you need further assistance with this section of Tradewinds, our friendly staff is ready for your phone call.